Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Renegade Immortal episode number 567 based on novel. So let's start. With my golden print, he should be fine in the celestial land. Now that he has arrived, there is no rush to pick him up. Let him hone his skills so that he can become even better in the future. Xian Luo muttered to himself. He wouldn't go the Celestial's land. After all, with his status, it was not good to go too many times, as it could cause unnecessary trouble. Just like how if the Grand Empyrean of the Celestial kept coming to the ancient countries, they would be expelled or even sieged. On the trip before, although he had left, he had received some injuries, so he had gone into closed-door cultivation. The other reason he had gone into closed-door cultivation was the regret he felt for not being able to wait for Wang Lin. Now that the regret was gone, there was no problem with his injuries. Disciple Wang the immortal astral continent is your home and the ancient Dao is your hometown. Teacher will wait for your return here. Xian Luo revealed a kind smile and slowly closed his eyes as he immersed himself in cultivating. In the heavenly bull continent, Wang Lin was sitting next to the fireball and sending seals into it. This caused the vermilion bird inside to become even more clear and its roar even louder. Essence true body, form. A few hours later, when the vermilion bird became even more clear and the will of fire became stronger, Wang Lin opened his eyes and let out a roar. This roar entered Duching's ears and was like thunder rumbling in his heart. He stood up, and the fear in his eyes was indescribable. It really is an essence true body. He really is forming his essence true body. After Wang Lin spoke, the 10-foot fireball rumbled and the vermilion bird inside stopped moving. The tail feathers of the vermilion bird began burning and slowly turned into a pair of human legs. The essence true body was slowly forming. Duching personally saw this, and his expression became dumbfounded. This was his first time witnessing the formation of an essence true body. It gave him great benefits and even opened a path for his future cultivation. This path was originally blurry, but now it became even more clear. True body. This is a true body. I actually saw the process. This kind of thing is extremely rare, and I, Duching, actually saw it. Duching looked excited. He had passed through 7 arcane tribulants, but he wouldn't dare and wasn't confident about the 8th or 9th arcane tribulants. What he had just seen helped his fire essence grow. This scene looked simple, but in truth, the pressure Wang Lin was facing was monstrous. Sweat covered his forehead and instantly turned into gas. It made him look like he was hiding inside fog. His fire essence wasn't strong enough to form an essence true body, but he had devoured 16 branch veins and a child vein along with the will of fire within it. All of this caused Wang Lin's fire essence to have its own will. This caused his fire essence to fight against the earth fire of the heavenly bull sect for control of the fire in this world. This change and expansion had given Wang Lin the idea of forming an essence true body. However, this was very difficult, and even with his full force, he only managed to form a pair of legs. The 10-foot fireball gradually became dim as time passed, and showed signs of extinguishing. The vermilion bird with a pair of legs inside remained motionless, but it began to slowly wither. There was not enough fire essence. Wang Lin's eyes shined and he charged at the earth below. He landed on the mountain and his hand pressed down on the ground. With this, Wang Lin's divine sense spread out from his hand, entered the earth, and quickly spread. Thousands of kilometers, tens of thousands of kilometers, hundreds of thousands of kilometers, millions of kilometers. This was the first time had Wang Lin spread out his divine sense like this on the immortal astral continent and covered such a large area. Despite this, he didn't even cover 10% of the heavenly bull continent. It didn't seem to even reach 5%. However, this size was infinitely close to the size of the cave world. In this area, there were 172 branch earth fire veins and 2 child earth fire veins. 172 earth fire souls, come out for me. Wang Lin let out a roar and raised his hand. As his hand rose, the earth trembled. All the earth fire veins within Wang Lin's divine sense began to tremble. If one looked from above with a powerful spell, they would see countless mountain ranges collapse and fire dragon souls flying out. There were a few plains where cracks appeared. Lava erupted from them and the dragon souls charged out. Rivers suddenly dried up and collapsed. Those dragon souls flew through the sky. A total of 172 earth fire dragon souls charged out in this large area and roared in the sky. Ordinary cultivators couldn't see their bodies, only some third-step cultivators could feel it. At this moment, these 172 dragon souls seemed to be pulled by a powerful force toward Wang Lin from all directions. These dragons were much faster than cultivators. They moved like they could use spatial bending and instantly appeared in the sky above Wang Lin and Duching. Duching's expression was dumbfounded as he stared at this. He seemed to have forgotten how to breathe. He saw the fierce roar from the dragons as if they were going to rebel. However, they weren't able to overcome the will of fire, and they rushed into the fireball that was about to extinguish. Under the control of this will, they closed in. This will of fire was something Wang Lin had obtained after absorbing the child earth fire vein, and it belonged to him. Aside from the main vein, all other veins would be controlled by this will. Thunderous rumbles echoed as the 172 fire dragon souls rushed into the fireball. The fireball began burning even brighter. The vermilion bird that had formed the legs of the true body roared once more. The resulting thunderous rumble was heaven-shaking when the 172 fire dragon souls rushed into the fireball. As the vermilion bird inside absorbed the fire dragon souls, the hands of the essence true body appeared, and it let out a joyous cry. The 4 limbs had appeared. The only things left were the head and body, then Wang Lin's fire essence true body would form. Duching trembled and retreated. Although he was just an outsider, he could tell how difficult it was to form an essence true body. Even such powerful fire essence could not form an essence true body. This scene frightened him. No wonder an essence true body is so rare. Forming the essence true body is too difficult, and it becomes more difficult as the true body forms. Only then does it truly show how terrifying an essence true body is. This person has 7 essences, If all 7 of his essences form true bodies, then Duching gasped and didn't dare to imagine. Wang Lin was panting on the mountain peak. He looked at the fireball and the vermilion bird that had formed the 4 limbs, but it was far from being complete. 2 child vein dragon souls, come out for me. Wang Lin gritted his teeth and pressed his hand on the ground. Thunderous rumbles echoed and a roar could be heard. Within the range of his divine sense, 2 powerful fluctuations came from 2 different directions. To the east of Wang Lin, a snowy mountain that had not melted for tens of years trembled. At this moment, all the snow melted instantly and turned into a sea as it flowed down to the earth. However, before it got far, sizzling sounds echoed as all the water turned into white gas. The soul of a child earth fire vein appeared inside the white gas and charged toward Wang Lin. To the west of Wang Lin was an inland sea surrounded by the heavenly bull continent. At the bottom of the sea, there was a mountain range, and it looked like a dragon. At this moment, the mountain rumbled and a giant vortex appeared in the sea. As the sea raged, a fluctuation of soul came from the mountain. Large amounts of sea water gathered to form a sea dragon, and it charged out from the sea. This sea dragon looked like it had no relation with fire, but every drop of water was filled with endless fire essence. The sea dragon's body trembled as its blue body turned red, and the water turned into lava. This lava dragon roared and charged toward Wang Lin. All of this happened in an instant. When Wang Lin raised his hands, 2 shocking roars came from the east and the west as the 2 child earth fire vein dragons rushed over. It seemed like even the sky itself was being burnt, leaving 2 long scorch marks. The ferociousness of the 2 dragons even made Duching's expression change. Wang Lin looked up and his eyes shined. He leaped into the air toward those 2 dragon souls. Duching, I'll give you a chance. Contain one of the dragon souls for half an hour. Wang Lin's words echoed as he charged at the lava dragon formed by the sea water. Duching's expression changed rapidly and he clenched his teeth. Purple light surrounded his body. He transformed into his wooden body and walked toward the other child earth fire vein dragon soul. Duching had gone through 7 arcane tribulants, and although he hadn't reached the early stage of void tribulant, he was still unfathomable. If not for the fact that Wang Lin had many methods, it would be difficult for Duching to yield. This person was also very cautious and ever-changing. He could bend to achieve his goals. In order to help Wang Lin, he used his strongest power. Purple light surrounded his body and his weight essence appeared. The dragon's soul roared. The moment it closed in on Duching, it trembled as if its weight had increased countless fold. It let out a cry and fell from the sky. It continued to struggle but was unable to escape. As the dragon roared, fire spread out from Duching's body out of his control as if it was going to cause him backlash. Wang Lin saw this and gained a new understanding of Duching's weight essence. He no longer paid much attention to Duching. Aside from the sliver of divine sense to guard against Duching, Wang Lin focused on the lava dragon before him. The purple fire dragon gave off a high temperature, and as it closed in, it burned the world, creating large amounts of black smoke around it. It didn't look like the soul of a fire dragon but a demonic dragon. As the fire dragon's soul surrounded by black smoke charged at Wang Lin, he stepped forward and raised his right hand. His hand formed a seal, and with a wave, there was a flash of blood light. The blood sword appeared before Wang Lin and sliced down on the fire dragon's soul. This slice caused the world to change colors and thunderous rumbles to echo. The moment the blood light touched the fire dragon, there was a loud bang. The fire dragon felt pain and retreated to dodge the blood sword. But the blood light was too fast. Just as the fire dragon's soul retreated, the blood sword swept by and a portion of the fire dragon's soul was cut off. Thunderous rumbles echoed as the fire dragon's soul that had a section cut off retreated. Wang Lin's eyes lit up. He was at a key moment of forming his essence true body. He charged forward without hesitation and grabbed the section of the fire dragon soul that he had cut off. He then threw it into the fireball. The fireball absorbed that section of the dragon soul and became even more intense. The essence true body that had formed its limbs began to show signs of forming its torso. Wang Lin moved like lightning and crosses 10,000 feet, appearing above the dragon soul. He moved like the clouds, and although he couldn't suppress the dragon soul with one essence like Duching, his sword was amazingly sharp. At this moment, above the fire dragon soul, Wang Lin raised his right hand and golden light appeared in his palm. This golden light caused Duching's heart to tremble. His pupils reflected the golden print in Wang Lin's hand. The moment the golden print appeared, the mere fire dragon trembled and its eyes were filled with fear. It didn't want to come here, it had been called by Wang Lin. When it saw the golden print, it just wanted to escape. In a flash, it fled thousands of kilometers away until only a black dot could be seen. Wang Lin remained calm and pointed at the escaping fire dragon. The golden print shined brightly and flew off into the distance. Wang Lin didn't even look at the result before he turned to look at the fire dragon that was being suppressed by Duching. Just as he turned around, a thunderous rumble came from the distance. There was a flash of golden light and the golden print flew toward Wang Lin. The existence of the fire dragon could be felt inside, and it let out a desperate roar. This scene made Duching's heart skip a beat. No wonder it is a treasure made by Grand Empyrean. From the looks of it, he hasn't even used its full power. Duching's eyes lit up as he smiled at Wang Lin. Congratulations, fellow cultivator, on obtaining the 2 child earth fire veins. Your essence true body will soon be complete. Wang Lin gently shook his head. He didn't speak, and his right hand touched the golden print. One of the dragon souls flew out toward the fireball. After the fireball absorbed one fire dragon, a thunderous rumble echoed. The essence true body's torso began to form. But after half a torso was formed, the fire began to dim and showed signs of extinguishing. Wang Lin frowned at Duching. Duching didn't speak but could guess what Wang Lin wanted. The dragon soul suppressed by him flew toward the fireball. It closed in an instant and the fireball absorbed the fire dragon soul. As the soul roared, it was completely absorbed by the fireball. After absorbing another child earth fire vein, the fire surged once more. The torso of the true essence body began to form once more. At this moment, the essence true body contained a torso and limbs. Only its head remained a vermilion bird, making it look very strange. But the power of fire had reached the limit and the fireball suddenly collapsed. It turned into specks of fire that absorbed by the essence true body without a head. As the fireball collapsed, an extremely powerful pressure came from the incomplete essence true body. Duching was not far away, and when he felt the pressure, he was shocked. Even with his body, he had the urge to escape into the distance. This showed how powerful an essence true body was. This is not even a complete true body, yet it has such a powerful pressure. Duching took a deep breath and longing appeared in his eyes. He wanted to form his own essence true body. 188 branch veins and 3 child veins, but I still can't form the essence body. It is really too difficult and requires too many resources. With this level of difficulty, it is no wonder it could never form in the cave world. There aren't enough resources in the cave world to form even one essence true body. It is simply impossible. Wang Lin let out a sigh. He now knew the difficulty of forming an essence true body and felt emotional. The further it progresses, the more fire essence it requires. I wonder how much fire essence is required to form the head, Wang Lin pondered as the fire essence true body that was missing a head turned into a sea of fire and entered Wang Lin's left eye. When it entered his left eye, a shocking change to his left eye. The normal fire mark disappeared and was replaced with double pupils. These double pupils gave off an extremely demonic feeling. After moving his head, Wang Lin walked forward. As he moved, a shadow appeared behind him. It seemed to move with his body, but its appearance couldn't be seen clearly. This sudden change caused Duching to gasp. Could this be the change that happens after obtaining an essence true body, a shadow? I have seen the old ancestor of the Great Soul sect a few times. It always looks like a shadow is following him. No matter what you do, it mimics. This is especially true when you use spells. Wang Lin frowned. He seemed to notice the change to his body after the essence true body formed. After pondering a bit, the shadow behind him began to fade until it disappeared. Let's go back to the Blue Dragon sect. I need to live there for a while. Wang Lin looked at Duching. When Duching heard this, his spirits immediately became high and he smiled. He clasped his hand. This is my honor. Fellow cultivator Wang can rest assured. I'll send all disciples out to search for the earth fire dragon veins and have the elders go extract them for fellow cultivator to use. Wang Lin's expression remained the same as he slowly nodded. He turned into a ray of light with Duching and left. The child vein under the mountain slowly withered. In the Heavenly Bull sect, 2 rays of light quickly flew across the sky. Duching's cultivation level was higher, so he was naturally faster than Wang Lin. As they moved forward, Duching glanced at Wang Lin and began to ponder. What cultivation level is this person at? He looks like he is at the peak of Spirit Void, but he could take 2 of my attacks, and it didn't look like he used his full power. Although cultivation level could be hidden, speed is also a good indication of cultivation level. Let's see how fast he is. Duching silently pondered and slowly increased his speed. He flew past Wang Lin, and the distance between them increased. I can't make it too obvious, I only need to see a bit. After all, I need to rely on him to get in contact with that Grand Empyrean. Duching didn't dare to take it too far. When he saw that Wang Lin was unable to keep up, he was about to slow down when his pupils shrank. Because Wang Lin's cold gaze fell in Duching's eyes. Wang Lin waved his right hand and a black fog appeared. A sharp roar came from within the black fog. This roar was extremely harsh and had the power to shock one's mind. Duching was not far away, and when he heard this roar, he felt his heart tremble. He even had the illusion that his body was going to collapse. This roar seemed to come from something extremely ferocious, and it was going to tear this body apart. What kind of beast is this? Duching's expression suddenly changed. The Mosquito King appeared from within the black fog. Its huge mouth, its mountain-like body after it had shrunk itself, and the black spikes that covered its body all shocked Duching. Fellow cultivator you're too slow, you have to keep up, Wang Lin said slowly and then stepped forward into the Mosquito King. The Mosquito King charged forward and disappeared without a trace. Its speed shocked Duching. Looking at Wang Lin and the Mosquito King who had disappeared into the distance, Duching revealed a bitter expression. He wanted to slap himself and suppress the horror in his heart as he flew at full speed to catch up. This person has many treasures and essences, even his beast is extraordinary. He has a powerful background and has even formed an essence-true body. He can't be provoked or compared to. Duching continued to comfort himself, but still felt wronged. Damn it, why am I so poor? I really can't compare. Duching felt more and more miserable. He flew for half a day and still didn't catch up to Wang Lin. This person is a genius of the heavens, like the true disciple of those great sects, so I can't compare. But I, Duching, have obtained my cultivation level and my treasures all on my own. Although he is better than me, I bet everything he has was given to him by that Grand Empyrean. HMPH, he is just lucky. Only when Duching thought of this did he feel a bit better. If he found out about Wang Lin's identity and origin and learned of Wang Lin's more than 2,000 years of hardship, his heart would not be so balanced. If he had been born in the cave world and had greed's luck, he still wouldn't have been able to come out from the cave world like Wang Lin after 2,000 years. In a flash, half a month went by. During this half-month, Wang Lin paused several times to wait for Duching to catch up. After flying for half a month in a row, the Mosquito King was still in high spirits and didn't show any fatigue. After it had gone through many metamorphoses, its speed had reached a terrifying degree. Not even Duching could catch up. As it flew, it could absorb the aura of the immortal astral continent and cultivate like a cultivator. As a result, it flew faster and faster, and now it was several times faster than Wang Lin flying on his own. Duching was behind and was in a sorry state. During this half a month of time, he had been constantly flying without rest. Every time he saw Wang Lin and the beast he feared waiting for him, he felt depressed. Looking at the Mosquito King, his eyes were filled with disbelief. He had seen many fierce beasts in his life, but not many had this kind of speed. Not taking out the golden print earlier was simply too vicious. Now, looking at it he had the means to prevent me from catching up, but he deliberately let me catch up. This person is too vicious. Duching smiled bitterly. A few more days passed. When Duching felt like he had almost reached his limit, the Blue Dragon sect appeared in the distance. Looking at the Blue Dragon sect, Duching turned toward Wang Lin, who was very calm and was not breathless at all. Then he looked at the beast below Wang Lin, who looked like it hadn't flown enough. Duching didn't know what to say. The moment the two closed in, all the disciples of the Blue Dragon sect came out. The three elders that weren't sealed also flew into the sky. They originally thought that the old ancestor had captured the person and returned. However, when they saw that the old ancestor was running out of breath while Wang Lin looked very calm, they were stunned and didn't know what had happened. What are you all standing around for? Come greet this old man's good friend. This is my close friend, and he has helped us greatly. This old man has invited him here to say thanks. Duching's glare immediately caused everyone in the Blue Dragon sect to scatter. Fellow cultivator Wang, please, Duching smiled and greeted Wang Lin. This sudden change caused the expressions of all the Blue Dragon sect disciples to change, but their fear for the old ancestor was deep-rooted in their hearts, so they remained silent. They watched the old ancestor invite that vicious person into the back mountain. The middle-aged man that had lost his arms had now recovered, and his eyes lit up. There is something strong. The old ancestor's personality can be said to be extremely vindictive. The only explanation is that mysterious person named Wang is someone even the old ancestor fears, so the old ancestor is treating him like a guest. The old ancestor has likely fought this person and was not his match. The other two elders looked at each other and saw the fear in each other's eyes. Duching led Wang Lin to the back mountain. Although this place had also been destroyed, the mountain was still there and the cave inside had remained intact. The inside of the cave was very luxurious. Countless head-sized night pearls were lighting up the cave like stars. There were many rooms, one for refining, alchemy, and closed-door cultivator. It had everything a cultivator needed. Fellow cultivator Wang, this place is simple, but I hope you can bear with it for now until the sect gets rebuilt. Then you can change to a better place to rest. Duching forced a smile. He already thought that this place was very good. The ground was the eastern sea stone that increased the amount of aura of the world gathering here. The night pearls were not ordinary, they simulated the starry sky, allowing one to feel the vastness of the world. The alchemy room was also luxurious. Everything inside were things he had stolen. It's okay. Wang Lin looked around and then sat down. He looked at Duching and suddenly spoke. Fellow cultivator Du, I came from another continent. I wonder, where is the main earth fire vein in the Heavenly Bull continent? The Heavenly Bull continent was too big, so Wang Lin couldn't find the main vein in a short period of time. He would need to spend a lot of time to find it. When Duching heard this, he understood Wang Lin's intent. After pondering a bit, he sat down across from Wang Lin and spoke. The Heavenly Bull continent holds the fire element and contains mostly earth fire veins. Rumor has it that the earth fire veins connect together to form a formation that suppresses the Heavenly Bull. Legend has it that the Heavenly Bull was slaughtered by the celestial ancestor. Its body was made into the continent and its origin soul is being suppressed by the fire. This is just a rumor. Many people have searched for countless years but found no clues. However, there is another rumor. The fire veins were not placed by the celestial ancestor, but are the veins of the Heavenly Bull. The main earth fire vein you're looking for should be the largest vein that goes through the entire Heavenly Bull. The Great Soul sect has a connection to the vein. When Duching said the last sentence, his voice suddenly became quiet. He waved his right hand and restrictions appeared to seal the area. Duching whispered, the Great Soul sect is one of the 9 sects and 13 factions. They have countless experts and many mysterious spells. When talking about this sect, we have to take some precautions just in case. I have fire as one of my essences and have a strong sense toward the earth fire. Every time I go to the Great Soul sect, the fire inside my body is suppressed. It is as if there is a powerful will that makes all fire yield. According to my analysis, that should be where the main earth fire vein of the Heavenly Bull continent is located. There is even likely someone who has an extremely powerful fire essence in the Great Soul sect. And I also know the old ancestor of the Great Soul sect, esteemed Green Bull, has a very high cultivation level. He is the same as you and also has an essence true body. When Duching spoke of esteemed Green Bull, his eyes were filled with fear. Wang Lin's eyes narrowed, and he remembered this name. With my cultivation level, I'm only qualified to become an outer elder in the Great Soul sect. I have a predecessor that is an inner elder of the Great Soul sect. It is through that relation and my position as an outer elder that the Great Soul sect is sheltered. Fellow cultivator Wang has a treasure gifted by a Grand Empyrean, so you should be treated as an honored guest. But if you were to affect the main earth fire vein, then, Duching spoke with a hint. Wang Lin's expression remained unchanged. He only knew 2 people in the Great Soul sect. Have you heard of 2 disciples in the Great Soul sect named Fan Shanmeng and Fan Shanlu? Wang Lin looked at Duching. Fan Shanmeng. Duching's expression changed. I have heard of the name Fan Shanmeng. She is a core disciple of the Great Soul sect and one of the 2 geniuses of the Great Soul sect. Fellow cultivator knows her. I've heard of her. Wang Lin pondered and changed the direction of the conversation. What about the Guiyi sect? That sect is also in the Heavenly Bull continent. How do they compare to the Great Soul sect? Kang Ren's cultivation level was not high, so he couldn't compare with Duching in terms of knowledge. Wang Lin didn't know much from the information he had extracted from Kang Ren. The Guiyi sect is very strong and right now seems to suppress the Great Soul sect by a bit. The ranking of the 9 sects and 13 factions might change. Over the last few years, a disciple named Unifeng appeared in the Guiyi sect. His cultivation is very powerful and he is very talented. Aside from the older generation, he is the #1 expert. I've had contact with this person. He is extraordinary. Duching thought about how Unifeng had merely swept his sword and several members of the Great Soul sect were forced to retreat. Speaking of Yunifeng, I just thought of something. He had said that there was someone who only cultivated for a bit more than 2,000 years and had unfathomable cultivation. Even he didn't dare to draw his sword before this person. Even the 4 geniuses of the Eastern continent weren't qualified to be called geniuses before this person. Back then, this matter set off a huge wave. There were many doubts, but the Great Soul sect remained silent, and even the Guiyi sect didn't explain. Now many years have passed, and there's an 80% chance that those words are false. This old man doesn't believe such a person exists. As Duching spoke, he didn't notice that Wang Lin's eyes had lit up for a moment. Who in the world could only cultivate for 2,000 years and make Yunifeng not dare to draw his swords? Much respect. If that kind of person really exists, then wouldn't he already be famous? He could be accepted as a disciple by a Grand Empyrean. As Duching spoke, he suddenly stopped and seemed to remember something. He blinked as he looked at Wang Lin. His pupils suddenly shrank and a bold thought appeared in his mind. This thought made him gasp and made his gaze toward Wang Lin become filled with uncertainty. Since the heavenly bull continent has earth fire veins, then does any of the surrounding continents have thunder veins? Wang Lin avoided the topic Duching had brought up. This video will end here.